Have you ever felt drained after spending time with a constantly negative person? Today we delve into a fascinating exploration of law number 10 from Robert Greene's intriguing book, The 48 Laws of Power. This law is shrouded in a somewhat controversial and intriguing title, Infection, Avoid the Unhappy and Unlucky. Hello and welcome to Psych Insight, where we view the world including art and literature through the lens of psychology. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share this video. In essence, law number 10 from the 48 Laws of Power advises us to distance ourselves from individuals who seem to be perpetually shrouded in negativity or misfortune. Greene suggests that associating with such individuals may lead to their misfortune and negativity spreading to those around them, much like an infectious disease. This law prompts us to consider the potential impacts of our social interactions and the idea that, just like a physical disease, negativity and misfortune can be contagious too. As we delve deeper, we'll explore this law from various perspectives, including psychology and boundary setting. So, just like a physical disease, can negativity and misfortune be contagious too? We often don't realize how much the people we associate with can influence our own emotions and behaviors. It's a psychological phenomenon known as emotional contagion, a concept that plays a significant role in understanding Law 10 from the 48 Laws of Power. Emotional contagion refers to how we unconsciously mirror the emotions of those around us, and it's not just limited to joy and enthusiasm. Negative emotions, such as sadness, frustration, and pessimism, are equally infectious. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how being around a perpetually negative person can start to affect your mood? You might begin to feel more downcast, or find yourself adopting a more pessimistic outlook. This result isn't just coincidental. It's a testament to the power of emotional contagion. Constant exposure to such negativity can take a toll on your mental health, leading to increased stress levels, or even fostering a more cynical view of the world. Now, this doesn't mean that the unhappy and unlucky are to be blamed for their situation. Misfortune can fall on anyone, and it's crucial to approach this with empathy. However, from a psychological perspective, it makes sense why Law 10 advises caution in associating with those who seem to be perpetually beset by negativity or misfortune. That being said, if we look at this law through the lens of boundary setting, it gains an additional layer of relevance. Setting boundaries with those who drain your emotional energy is an essential aspect of maintaining your mental well-being. It's about protecting your emotional space, ensuring that you're not consistently weighed down by the negativity of others. But remember, it's not just about shutting people out. It's about striking a balance between offering support and compassion to those who are going through tough times and safeguarding your own emotional health. In essence, Law 10 serves as a reminder of the importance of mindfulness in our social interactions, encouraging us to be aware of how others can influence our emotional state and the need to cultivate a supportive, yet emotionally healthy, social environment. While it's essential to empathize with others, it's equally important to protect our emotional well-being. How do we achieve this? By setting healthy emotional boundaries, we can safeguard our mental and emotional health, and this concept is fundamentally linked to Law 10. Emotional boundaries define where one person ends and another begins. They help us distinguish our feelings from those of others and take responsibility only for what we can control, our own emotions and reactions. Now think of people who tend to drain your emotional energy. They could be consistently negative, pessimistic, or simply going through a rough patch. Their feelings and outlook can have a profound impact on your own emotional state, especially if you're frequently interacting with them. This is where setting boundaries comes into play. Boundaries aren't about building walls or shutting people out. It's about creating a space where you can thrive emotionally. It's determining what's acceptable to you in terms of others' behaviors and attitudes, and communicating it clearly. This can be as simple as limiting the time you spend with these individuals, or more complex, like seeking professional help if a relationship is causing you significant distress. Setting boundaries allows you to protect your mental health and maintain a more positive and stable emotional state. It's like an emotional immune system. It helps you guard against the negativity and misfortune that can infect you, just as Law 10 suggests. However, it's crucial to remember this isn't about isolating or abandoning those who are unhappy or unlucky. Everyone faces adversities and challenges. And during these times, compassion and support play a vital role. So it's about striking a balance, understanding when to extend your support, when to step back, and how much emotional energy you can afford to invest without compromising your own well-being. It's about mastering the fine art of emotional give and take. Striking the right balance is key. However, as with any principle, Law #10 isn't without its critics. There are those who argue that this law encourages a lack of compassion and empathy, urging individuals to distance themselves from people who are facing difficulties or misfortunes. This perspective suggests an overly pragmatic, even cold approach to relationships, where people are valued primarily for their positivity or success. Such an approach, critics argue, undermines the very essence of human connection and the capacity for empathy that distinguishes us as a species. Moreover, the law has been critiqued for oversimplifying the complexities of misfortune and unhappiness. Life is an unpredictable journey, and bad luck or periods of unhappiness are part of that journey. To suggest that those who experience such phases are to be avoided can seem harsh and unfeeling. Not all people who experience bad luck or unhappiness are inherently negative or unlucky. They could be individuals who are enduring a tough phase of life, and they might need support and understanding, not isolation. Furthermore, critics argue that the law can potentially breed a culture of fear and avoidance. If we're constantly on guard, fearful of catching someone else's misfortune or unhappiness, it can lead to a society where people are afraid to connect with each other on a deep, meaningful level. This could result in a lack of genuine, authentic relationships, which are essential for emotional well-being and personal growth. However, even with these criticisms, it's important to remember that this law, like all of Greene's laws, is a tool, not a doctrine. It's a lens through which we can view and navigate social dynamics, but it's not a rigid set of rules to be followed without question. In the end, Law #10 underscores the importance of being aware of how others can influence our mental state and the significance of nurturing a supportive, yet emotionally healthy social environment. It's about finding a balance between compassion for others and self-preservation, between connection and autonomy, between empathy and emotional health. Because at the end of the day, power itself is a balancing act,